everybody, it's Dr. Joe, and today I'm going to show you my top 7 advanced Swiss ball exercises. So let's get started. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. So I call it a Swiss ball. Some people call it a therapy ball or an exercise ball. I guess I'm just old school, that's how I learned it, but it's called any of those. So these advanced exercises, they're pretty tough. So if you're not quite ready for these, I have a moderate one and I have a basic one. So make sure you start at the basics and then go from there. With the Swiss ball, since it's an uneven surface, that's what makes you work so hard. So again, if you don't feel comfortable doing these, don't keep trying them. Start with the other ones and then work your way up to here. So we're going to start off with a plank on the Swiss ball. And so the way to do that is just like it sounds. You're going to do a plank, but you're going to put your hands on the ball, or the forearm in your hands. Sometimes I like to clasp my hands together, but you don't have to. You can just put them on the ball. So what you want to do is you want to do all the things that you would do with a plank. So you want to squeeze your booty muscles in, tuck that booty in, and try and keep that core really tight. So when you come into the plank up on your toes, you don't want to be sagging down. You don't want your butt to be up really high. You want to kind of be in that middle, squeeze in those glute muscles, and really just try and hold that. You can see my feet are a little bit further apart. The closer together you get, the harder it is. So you can see that my arms are shaking, and that's just me working, trying to keep that ball from not flying out from underneath me. So I would just start off with about 10 seconds and then work your way up from there, because it's pretty tough and you don't want to go all out because you might not feel it while you're doing it, but you're going to feel it later. So start off with a little and then work your way up from there. So the next one is going to be the same position plank, but now we're going to move our feet a little bit. So it's just going to be bringing the knee up towards your chest area while you're doing the plank. So once I get back into the position, I'm holding here and then I'm bringing that knee up and coming back down. So really reset yourself every time. Your booty might come up a little bit with this one, that's okay, but try and hold that core tight. You can go to the opposite side, woo, or you can just come straight up and down. And so you can see a little bit, my feet maybe sliding some. If you're on carpet or if your feet tend to slide, you might want to use shoes to make it a little bit easier. So the third exercise is going to be a side plank. It's very similar to the regular plank, except now you're going to be on your side and work those side core muscles. So this time you're just going to have one arm on the ball. Sometimes starting out, and I'll show you this, you're going to probably want to put the other hand on once you get in that position, because it's really going to roll around. But make sure when you're on your side that your shoulder is pretty much lined up with your elbow, because you don't want to end up getting a shoulder injury while you're doing this. So especially when you're getting into the position, you might want to kind of hold the ball. There's a couple different ways you can put your feet as well. I like just to kind of stagger them. And then if you need that other hand as a balancer like this, you can. But try to keep, again, yourself in a straight line. So you're not sagging down, you're not up high, you're in a fairly straight line. And if you can, then kind of bring your hand up to the side. So again, with these, and you can see that I have to kind of touch the ball with my other hand, and that's okay. But again, you probably want to start off with just 10 seconds of these and then work your way up. So you can see it's pretty hard. I'm breathing a little heavy. Sometimes it's harder when you're talking, so if you're not talking, you can concentrate a little bit more. But make sure not to overdo it, because again, I might not feel it a lot in my core now. It's tiring, but I'm going to feel it later. So start off with 10 to 15 seconds, and then if you feel okay the next day, you can work up from there. So the next one is going to be a plank again, but now the ball is going to be at your feet. So you're just changing where the unstable surface is. So again, make sure you're being very careful about this, getting into the position. There's a lot of kind of getting yourself steady in the position. I usually like kind of putting one foot on the ball first and then bringing the other one up. So again, once you get in this position, you're not up here like this. You're not sagging down, that kind of makes my back hurt, but you're trying to get to a pretty straight position and squeeze those glute muscles. So again, just holding for about 10 to 15 seconds. And you can hear in my voice, I'm working really hard to keep that core tight so I don't fall down or so the ball doesn't flip out from underneath me. So then the next one is going to be a single leg bridge. So with this one, you want to lie down on the floor with your feet kind of propped up. If you want to use a pillow for your head, you can. You don't have to. But so a normal bridge would be you're lifting up like this, getting fairly straight. The single leg bridge is now you're just doing one leg at a time. So you're going to kind of lift the other one up. It doesn't have to be high. You can bend it up this way. You can just hold it right over the ball, but you're just now going up with one leg. So you can see, let me switch sides to show you. If I'm going up and my hip is dropping like that, that means I'm not ready for that single leg. So you really want to be able to go up, kind of in that straight line, and nice and slow back down. If you're wobbling a lot or if your hip is dropping, then that means you're not ready for that single leg one. So you can put your hands on your tummy, you can put it on the sides to kind of stabilize you a little bit, and then nice and slow coming back down. So with these, you probably just want to start with 5 on each side because it's going to be a lot more and you're going to feel it a lot more. So the last 2 are going to be pretty tough ones. So now lying down, we're going to do a double knee to chest, bringing the ball up to our hands and then coming straight back out. I might run out of a room a little bit, but I'm going to kind of show you more with the feet. And then with the arms, you can kind of modify it or move it how you want to. But the goal is you're going to come up kind of into a crunch together and then go straight all the way out. So lie down flat on the floor. You're going to be using your feet to kind of grab the ball, and you're going to come up both knees together. So that's that double knee to chest. Pass it off to your hands and straighten out your legs and your arms. Try not to touch the floor if you can, but if you have to a little bit, that's okay. So you're just going to kind of alternate back and forth. And again, with the arms, when I have the ball, you can go straight all the way out. I'm just running out of room here. So again, just start off with about 5 or 10 of these because this is really working that core. If you've had an injury, especially in your back, these might be a little bit too much for you. So the last one is going to be a pike on the ball. This one's pretty tough. I don't recommend you doing it unless you're doing all the other ones and not having any problems. You might want to have shoes on for this. It gives you a little bit better grip for the ball, but you don't have to. So with the pike, you want to get your feet on the ball, almost like you're in that plank position with your feet on the ball. Now, the important part of this with the plank, use your core. Don't use so much momentum where you're pulling up and then you're going to fall forward. So technically, with a pike, you're bringing it all the way up kind of into this position, but you don't have to go that high. I'm just going to go a little bit to show you because you're going to be working that core just fine. So getting into that position with your feet on the ball, hands straight up, and then use your core to come into that pike. So kind of up and down. So you can see I kind of bent my knees a little bit first. You want to try and keep them straight if you can, but basically your bottom is going up into the air. But again, eventually you'd want to go super high, but you don't have to start off doing that because you might fall forward or you might fall off the ball. So make sure you're in a safe environment. Make sure you feel safe enough to do it. So there you have it. Oh, I had to take a nap from all that. I'm worn out. So those are my top 7 strengthening exercises on the Swiss ball, the advanced level. So if you'd like to help support my channel, click on the link up there to find out how. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking down there. And remember, be safe. If you're not ready for these, don't do it. Have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.